Hey traders, I'm Heinz and welcome back to another video from SIC Forex. And in this video, I will cover an advanced guide for Stratos Bora EA, a Ichimoku Cloud EA that is available for free. However, before we begin, if you find this video helpful, please drop it a like and also consider subscribing to stay up to date with future videos. Now, the Stratos Bora EA has been running on my live RoboForex Cent account since the 10th of April 2024. And currently, the robot is already up $80.10, placing 6 individual trades. Now, out of the 6 different trades that this EA has placed on the Cent account, it hasn't gone into drawdown once, meaning it has a 100% win rate on this live account. However, before this, I've already been trading the robot since the 4th of February 2024, so we'll be taking a look at all of the different results and then optimizing the robot further for small accounts and also the prop trading environment. However, firstly, let's start by verifying the results and taking a look how the robot has done so far using the settings covered in my previous video. So if we head over to my MyFXbook account that has the RoboForex account listed, you'll see that first I had it running on a Demo Pro account from RoboForex. And on this account, since the 14th of February, it was able to generate over $46.22 using a zero point 0.2 lot size. At that time, I was using a 2% risk, and during this entire trading period from February until March, it only went into drawdown twice. This shows me that the strategy using the Ichimoku Cloud or Ichimoku Kinko is able to generate a very healthy return with a very low drawdown of only 0.6%. The same can be said of my live account, where I have been running the robot since the 10th of April, so it's been running for almost 4 weeks at the time of recording, and it's already generated this lovely return. Again, it hasn't gone into drawdown, and one day it placed 2 trades and it was able to win both. So this means out of the 6 trades that it has placed on the account, it has a 100% win rate, winning 3 longs and 3 short trades. Now this shows me with some further optimization that this can be done even on small accounts and also trading in the prop environment. However, firstly, let's take a look at the settings that I've been using for this robot to generate these returns. So what we're going to do is we're going to head over to my MetaTrader 5 terminal. The reason why I use MetaTrader 5 for my backtesting is because it has advanced capabilities compared to MetaTrader 4. And I'm currently trading it on the Euro USD pair on the hourly time frame. And for the purpose of the test today, I'll be testing from the 10th of January 2022 until the 10th of January 2024. And it's currently trading on a 10,000 cent account, meaning it is a total deposit of $100 in the account that I'm using for all of the different live forward testing. And the inputs that I'm currently using is I did decrease the risk percentage from 2 to 1. What this means is the initial trade is a 0.1 size. And I'm still trading the strategy which I recommended, which was strategy number 2. However, we'll also look at what all of the different strategies can do by using a complete optimization. Some additional changes that I did make is I do use the operational schedule of trading from 9 p.m. until 7 a.m. according to a broker server time of GTM plus 3. I am currently using the more aggressive grid style, which is called exponential growth. However, I have increased the grid multiplier from 1 to 1.2. This means the first initial grid trade will be 20 pips or 200 points, and then it will start increasing to 240 and then multiply by 1.2 again. The other small change that I made is I did include trading on Fridays so we can take advantage of the market 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. And if I'm trading this on the cent account, I would be able to generate 58% return with a small or relative drawdown of 32.53%. This will give me a profit factor of 2.51 and an overall win rate of 67.51%. Now, the way that I chose the strategy, because the bot gives you a lot of different options, is I typically run a complete optimization against all of the strategies that they have built using the Ichimoku Cloud or Ichimoku Kinku Hayu. And the strategy that I use uses the conversion line and baseline for entries. You'll notice from these results that it isn't the most profitable. However, if we take a ratio of profit to drawdown, it does give a very nice return for a very low drawdown. Now, on my personal trading accounts, a drawdown of 32% for me is okay. However, for those of you that are interested in lower drawdowns, you do have other options or other strategies available to choose from. If we compare this to some of the other strategies, you'll see that they have much higher drawdown, and that is the reason why I decided to stick with that strategy. Now, moving forward, I will also start trading strategy 3 and 4 on this account, so make sure to check down below for the MyFX book link if you want to keep track of how the bot performs live in the market. Now, when I saw these low drawdown percentages, it made me think, can we trade it on a small standard or ECN account? So to do this, we'll need to make a couple of adjustments or customizations to the robot for it to be able to trade on a smaller balance. So to get started, we're going to go to the settings and decrease the balance from 10,000 cents to a $500 real account. Then on top of this, we'll also need to now adjust the way that the bot reacts. So we'll need to reset it to disabled to be able to do one single test. So if we scroll under the inputs and go all the way to the top, the first thing that we need to change is to a strategy that is less aggressive and takes less trades, which would equate to less drawdown. This will hopefully help us not blow the account and able to grow a small account using this Forex robot. So the strategy that we saw from our optimization results that had the lowest drawdown is strategy number 4. But the thing that is very important when trading grids is to understand the difference between the different grid types. The Stratos Bora EA offers the option of using an incremental growth or an exponential growth option. What I found from forward testing the robot is that the exponential growth grid style is a lot more aggressive. So if you are trading it in a prop environment or on a small account, I would recommend sticking to the incremental growth option. Another way that we can potentially avoid large periods of drawdown is by setting a different take profit for the first grid order and when the grid has multiple orders. To do this, we need to adjust the profit for the first order and then the orders thereafter. I'm going to leave the first order take profit at 100 points or 10 pips and then decrease the take profit for the smaller amount or when there's multiple trades from 100 to 50. This means after order number 2 or 3 and then after that, the bot will now only aim for a take profit for the grid of 50 points. The last thing that we'll need to adjust is our financial management or money management. This I like to do after running the test because then I'll have a better idea of what the drawdown would be like and what type of figure we should look at. So starting with a $500 balance, it was able to generate over $150 of return over the 24-month period. So we've really limited the drawdown to only $36.96 with a total net profit of $160.48. you'll see this gives us a very high profit factor and still a very impressive win rate. Now, this free Forex robot can be used on small and large accounts with the right adjustments. So I highly recommend that you take the time and go through the guide to learn as much as possible about the robot. So now that we saw what the drawdown might be, we can adjust the stop loss to $250, meaning that after $250, if something extreme happens in the market, it would automatically stop the bot from trading. So I will save this set file and have it available as a free post on my Patreon page. As always, it's recommended to first test it against a demo account before moving to a live account. So for those of you that are interested in using the set file, I'll create an MT4 and MT5 version of the set file, which will be exactly the same. So now that we've looked at one side of the spectrum, looking at trading on small accounts, what if we upped the ante and looked at trading in the prop trading environment? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the deposit from 500 to 100,000. And the typical rules for most prop firms is that you're not allowed to have concurrent buy and sell orders. So to stop the bot from placing buys and sells at the same time, we're going to select the concurrent buying and selling option and turn that to false. Now, additionally, in the prop trading environment, a rule that a lot of traders fall for is staying within the drawdown limitations. So again, we're going to head down to our money management options. And the money management options gives us the freedom of limiting the bot to the amount that it can trade. On top of that, a lot of prop firms don't allow you to keep orders over the weekend. So if you need to close all of your trades on Friday, you can simply select the true option and it will stop trading at 2200 hours according to broker server time GMT plus 3 and then close all of the orders. The last thing that I'm going to adjust for this set file is change the money management options. So like I said before, we need to have it stop at a specific number depending on the account size. So for this account, I'm going to make it stop at 4.5%. What this means is if the total drawdown reaches this level, the bot will automatically close all of the orders if something happens unexpected in the market. Now, it is important that you need to find the right prop firm for you. And I've recently started using Prop Firm Match, which I've recently featured in a video, and they give you the option to filter prop firms according to different criterias and find the prop firm that's right for you. What this means is you can use different criterias, including martingale or grid, using what strategy you'd like to use, if you're allowed to use expert advisors or not, and also compare prices to find the most competitive option for what you're looking for in the market. So now, using a 1% risk on the 100K account, let's take a look at what the results might be using the Stratos Bora EA on the prop firm environment. And what we can see from the graph is that the bot, because of the strategy, again was able to not go into drawdown and actually return a nice looking graph. This all from a free Forex robot that you can download and test for yourself. So using a 1% risk, the bot was able to generate $1,400 in return, or 1.4% on only a 374% equity, $374 equity drawdown. This gave us a very healthy profit factor and again a nice win rate. Now, if we look at these results, we'll see there were months that the bot didn't go into drawdown at all if we look at the months per day. And using these specific criteria, what if we increased the risk level? So if we increased our risk percent or risk level from 1 to 4, this means we'll use 4 times the risk. And by doing this, we can further increase the amount of return and hopefully reach our profit target. So if we take a look at the graph, you'll see it was able to generate a much higher return than in our previous example. So we gave up a little bit more drawdown, but now increased our return to over $6,000 or 6% over the 24-month period. This equates to a roughly 3% return per year. So now we have the option where we can either increase our risk level further by going for a higher number than 4, or we can again use the slow complete optimization, because at the beginning of the video we saw that some of the other strategies also had low drawdown percentages. So this is the reason why I like to use MetaTrader 5 for my different strategy tests, because we can now simply use the slow complete algorithm again and look at what other strategies could potentially work in this environment. And if we see that some of the more aggressive strategies weren't able to do it, however, we can now either use a combination of the different strategies that had a low drawdown percentage, or alternatively increase our risk level for each of those strategies. By combining different strategies and using advanced optimization of the Forex robot, we can change the way that it interacts with the market, either using it on small accounts or alternatively adjusting the risk level if we wanted to trade it in the prop environment. So guys, if you hope that you found this video to be helpful, and if you think that there can be further improvements to the robot, make sure to comment down below. As always, if you want to achieve the best results using expert advisors or Forex EAs, it's important that you have the right tools for the job. So to get the best results, it's recommended that you use a virtual private server or VPS. A virtual private server that is always online ensures that you never miss a trade. Make sure that you pick the right one so that you have a low latency, and then lastly, it needs to be traded on the right type of account. So I hope that you found this video helpful, guys, and thank you for watching until the end. Happy trading. Bye.